Dollar Tree has officially lost the plot. Look at this. First of all, y'all can't even do right by having official signs. $2.50 for three Cheetos and some air. Hell no. $1.75 for the aluminum pans that I'm throwing in the trash. Yeah, we're losing the plot. For the cleaning supplies at the Dollar Tree, bruh, you might as well just go to Walmart. Like, what?
Why is brunch so expensive? Chicken and waffles is $25. And me, I'm thinking it's a stack of waffles and maybe like 13 tenders on the side, but it's one waffle divided into four and two pieces of chicken for $25.
And I'm like, how are people affording to feed their kids and their family? I spent $100 in just this. This is not a lot for $100. Crazy how everything's just so expensive now. Oh my god. And I don't even have kids yet.
Episode of Can We Talk About It. If you haven't already, hit that button, like the video, subscribe, follow my socials. They are in the description box and the pinned comment in the comment section. Today I want to talk about how life has just become one big subscription. Everything costs money. You wake up, you've already spent $20, something has already been drafted out of your account, and I'm sick of it. This was not the adulthood I was promised whenever I was younger. Paying bills, of course, is a normal thing whenever it comes to being an adult. Sometimes I'm like, girl, am I just alive just to work? Just to pay bills? Like, food becoming a major expense, becoming, close to, unaffordable rather than affordable is a reality that I didn't know I was living in. You know what I mean?
You're making us pay for water, you son of a... You're making us pay for grapes, apples, things that God gave us for free.
Not only is the cost of food going up, but the quality of food is going down. I know y'all done been in the store to where whenever you go to the produce section, you already see shit moldy. The lemons look crazy. The peppers look crazy, all dented in and stuff. It's like, girl, how long it's been sitting out here? And if it's old in here, how long it's been old back there before you put it out? I know a lot of people will say, all of this is due to inflation, but girl, we're past that point. Into the era of corporate greed, to where these billion-dollar companies and corporations are realizing, like, hey girl, people are going to keep spending, people are going to keep buying. That's our money. That's our money. A lot of us don't feel like we will ever see billions of dollars in our lifetime, when we're the reason why these billion-dollar companies and corporations exist. They are literally trying to make us feel like, hey girl, we ain't got enough money to go around. Billion-dollar companies and corporations don't have enough money to lower the cost of goods and food, don't have enough money to pay people livable wages. It's insulting at this point. And we've slowly watched how things that were once free or easily accessible, like I said, now becoming a subscription. A lot of us remember streaming platforms being free. Whenever the crossover between cable and streaming was happening, streaming had shows and movies that you would see on cable, then it hit $5 or $6, then it hits the double digits. But now you're not even having good TV shows or good movies on your streaming platforms. You're taking stuff off. It's real bare. Like, stuff that you ask for people to pay for, you can find for free on Tubi or YouTube or Plex. And then you have these pay for ad free. Pay for ad free. Pay for add-ons. You want some extra channels that you could have got for a bundle deal for like $45 back in the day? Pay for that. The add-ons are like $8 a piece. What hell is this, I ask you? Like, whenever it came to, what was it, Time Warner Cable, DirecTV, you used to be able to buy these packages to where you would get internet service, cable service, and phone service for under like $100. Right? And you get the premium channels. You get you the HBO, the Cinemax, right? They call it physical media, DVDs, DVRs, recording stuff to watch for later. They've made that obsolete. When it comes to you wanting to give yourself a little reward, you want to give yourself a little vacation, you want to travel, go ahead and get ready to, give up an arm and a leg. Right? It's cheaper to travel internationally than it is traveling in the States. And quiet as it's kept, girl. I really feel like there's only a few places in America that's worth traveling to at this point, because they've made everything so expensive.
Dude, casinos are panicking right now because they're saying that tourism numbers are like really like declining, bro.
That's, you know what?
And-
I hate to say this, but that's good. Vegas
Damn,
got too
see?
ridiculous, man.
All the money we gave them.
Vegas is ridiculous.
Yeah,
now, bro.
and honestly, you see like the price increases and everything. Once they started doing like resort fees, and then once they started charging for parking,
Yeah, man.
and then once like the clubs
Dude.
are already ridiculous.
Aside from just the nightlife,
Yeah.
just the hotel, everything from the hotel room to the taxes to the resort fees to the local tax to the this tax to the
Yeah.
breathing tax to the towel tax to the
Breathing
stretch your
tax.
arm out tax.
Yeah.
Like
Stretch your arm out.
everything has a tax to it, man, or there's some
Yes.
kind of fee. And I remember going to Vegas, man, where gambling paid for everything, so the buffets used to be cheap.
Yeah,
You know, now the buffet's 30 and 40 and 50 bucks.
60,
and it's
yeah,
like,
right.
yeah,
60,
man.
70,
and then
80
they
bucks
wonder
per
why I
person.
go in with a backpack.
Everywhere you go, you got to worry about parking fees, whether it be whenever you're going out to the club, going out to eat, or where you're staying, your hotel. You're going to have to pay some sort of parking fee. Whenever it comes to your flights, eat before you get there. Don't get hungry at the airport. Don't get hungry during your flight, okay? They charging double for the food that's there. And it ain't 24/7, so I hope you eating during the day. I hope you ain't got no red eye flight. I hope you ain't got nothing late night. Eat before you leave, all right? These flight tickets, whenever you go through the process of buying a flight ticket online, your depart date, your return date, your bag fees, your seat fees. Spirit was looked at as like the most affordable airline. I want you to go look at tickets on Spirit. That's ridiculous. When did Spirit decide? And you know, I know some people be like, oh, you know, Spirit ain't that bad. Spirit ain't that bad. I feel like Spirit ain't that bad if you traveling short term. But when you look at Spirit's flight tickets, the amount of time that you have to spend in layovers or like having different stops, like you're gonna have at least one stop during your flight whenever you buy a Spirit ticket, depending on where you're flying to, and you pay for everything. You pay for the depart ticket, the return ticket, the Wi-Fi, the seat, the bag. Oh, you want a better seat because you know them Spirit seats. Them Spirit seats, they got them kid stools. Y'all remember them little yellow chairs? That's the seats that you sitting in on the plane, okay? To be a time where you could bring one bag on for free. Your first check bag was free, but guess what? No, we charging for everything. As soon as you step on the grounds of the airport, the meter is running for you. Part of me wants to say, even if you're financially stable and money ain't no thing for you, it's not really a big issue, but I feel like it is. Nothing is inclusive anymore. There's no incentives regarding anything anymore. The deals, the coupons, the credits, non-existent. They don't even matter anymore. I understand that all airlines, they have seat fees, they have bag fees, but it goes back to my earlier point of them making what was the most affordable option now as expensive as everything else. Like Spirit was supposed to be the affordable airline, and you know, we understand that the quality that goes with your airline experience with Spirit might be a little bit questionable. You know what you're here for. You know what you pay for. When your prices are like the premier or more the premier airlines, but the experience is still piss poor, that's a problem for me. And it turned this into a rant on Spirit Airlines, right? But whenever you go through all your prices and all your fees and you come out to the breakdown and you're now purchasing, you know, a $500 or $600 flight ticket, and you got 2 layovers, you got 2 stops, the entire flight itself is like 12 hours, and you going from Georgia to Virginia. Like, that's ridiculous. Also slowly taking away incentives to, you know, kind of convince you to want to shop, convince you to want to spend money. And when I say incentives, I mean, you know, like coupons and discounts. This little 20% and 30% off that they throwing out, buy one, get one half off. What is this? We used to be able to get a 50-inch for $20 at one point. Back to school sales, Black Friday sales, new season sales, clearance used to be worth a damn. I really feel like a lot of these stores are starting to lose business and close because, you know, you can't make things expensive and then not give back at some point in time. You know what I mean? When you look at the discounts that these companies are giving out, it's really only enough to take care of tax, you know. And I don't know about anybody else, but whenever it comes to like clothes and stuff, I really feel like the quality of clothes has gone down. How many of y'all then had a parent, you know, whether it be your mom, your auntie, your grandfather, to wear some stuff that they wore in like the 80s or the 90s, they was able to pass down to you? You know, it was well made, it was good quality. You buy stuff now, girl, it's 3D printed, crumple up like paper, like bread. The stuff don't even last long, and they still charging the same amount. There's probably so much, you know, stock of stuff that people aren't buying because people can't afford to buy it anymore. The only choice is to throw it out and wash up on somebody's coast. To us, like, being able to combat this, I mean, the only thing I can say that we can do is just, you know, like, selective buying. You know, you decide what's going to be a necessity for you. You decide what's worth you investing your money into. I think the world is just figured out. You know, consumers going to consume and corporations going to corporate. So if you still lining up to buy, they still gonna sell, and the price is non-negotiable.